Hello and welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV. As last time, we bawled our eyes out. We cried. I cried
a lot.
Hopefully, this time...
I've never seen Derek cry like that, so that was impressive.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't cry nearly as much this time, or at all. That'd be nice. As we see what the heck we're in for this time.
I'm done crying. No more.
Yep. Amy doesn't want to cry anymore. So, yeah, we'll be we're returning to the first with this next quest, it looks like. So that should be interesting. And yeah, Sumo Weni, happy 38th anniversary to Dragon Quest. And we got a promise that Dragon Quest III HD 2D is still a thing. No date, no footage, but a promise. We'll take those. We'll take those. Yeah. Boy, my inventory is a mess right now. I'm just gonna, it's not my ideal, but it'll work. All right.
Callie saw something. I think she sees a bug.
Oh.
There's a silverfish.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn on the game audio. I apologize. Hold on. All right, that should be good. Thank you for letting me know about that. Thank you, Soth. Do appreciate it. She might have seen a bug. I'm not sure.
I'm not but that's what she sees.
Anyway, all things being said, I guess we should probably get started as Amy makes her way over here. She's gambling right now.
Hey.
She's gambling. I see how it is. All right, let's talk to Graha. And, ooh, new weapon. All right. Take this, Milan, my spirit vessel.
I'm not doing that kind. It's just the mini.
She's just doing the mini cacpod, that's all. Probably checking your actual cacpod as well. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Olympus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Exensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again here ere long. I think I'm doing pretty good, lass. All regulars? Yeah, I got all consolations last time too. It's a bummer. Alright, off to Fort Job. Let's go. We'll party up once Amy makes it over here. Oh, goodness. Yes. Whoops. Place I can fly. Hallelujah. That's another thing I need to find time to do on off stream is finding all those ether currents.
What I need to do is get rid of some inventory.
That took me an hour and a half, so good luck.
Great.
And that was me. I don't know if you probably have it worse.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Milan, you are returned. Have you been well, you and the others? We have no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Milan, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile request though it is. And tell him that all is well here. It's a nice reunion. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. I didn't even realize Thousand Year Door had new post-game battles. That's cool. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord. No one could. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late.
Oh, Lass was saying that Brandon guests on a podcast.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he often does that. It's always great when he gets to join other podcasts.
Manga from Shonen Jump and other magazines.
Ah, nice. I missed that comment.
It was in the Discord.
Oh, I see.
I just happened to see it.
She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? That's cool, we get to see Reen again. You wish to enter the Umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen.
Is that supposed to be like Umbilical Cord?
Probably. That'd be my guess. That's the,
Oh, it's supposed to be here.
yeah. That's for the role quests. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. 14 City Manager spinoff win. Oh boy. Final Fantasy XIV, My Life is King. Alright, let's go to the Crystarium. No worries, Geeky Griffin. I don't think we're doing anything. Nothing too major has come up. And I have no idea when the next duty is. Probably not the right one. I probably didn't pick the right one, but that's alright. It's Mangy Mutt. I haven't used him yet. Am I in the right place? I am totally not in the right place. It's been too long. Don't know what it is. But I find it so easy to get lost in the Crystarium. Oh, the following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Ooh. I don't know. I absolutely agree, Soth. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Milan? Hey, egg roll. Ah, there they are. Ha! It is! Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me for just one for now. In your quest to restore the knight, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? I am so curious who this may came as a surprise, but I'm going to go with Hades. Ah yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night, your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. Oh, you've never seen anybody choose the fourth option? I mean, can you blame them?
No one has.
Yeah, no one has. It's up to you. Yeah, you'll have it.
I'll do it.
Amy's.
If you want to see it, I'll do it.
Amy's gonna pick it. We'll see what it is. I know you love to talk Azeroth, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself, again and again until his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. We're just going to get approached by everybody, it feels like. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? It's him! It's really him! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give him a stomach ache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Arkell isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem all right, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here? Oh. Ooh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkell best? Axe, sword, or bow? For protecting your friends, the sword. The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like Brandon, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. They are all adorable. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. That Makote is so cute. I was seeing if you got to the choice yet. Oh, she's still?
She traced the bug under your mat.
Oh.
She can't get it.
Oh, of course. Such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. Oh, hi, Titania. I'm guessing. I waited and waited and waited, but he won't so much as acknowledge the presence of his beautiful... Yep, there it is. I knew it. of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. Oh, faithful Feyre Ulv, loveliest of branches, how I've missed you.
Okay. Which one do you want to put?
No, according to Alpha, nobody's ever picked the fourth one. I said Hades.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. So Amy's gonna pick this to make him a surprise.
What is it implying?
It's somebody else.
Oh.
We don't know. Morin says, truly, I never would have guessed. But then, if I could, I suppose I wouldn't have had to ask.
Oh, so it's just anyone else.
I guess so. 'Tis a tremendously eye-opening answer, and we will see that your account of the battle features prominently in the tome. That's it. It just, yes, that generic person that you struggle with. Sure, them, of course. So not that exciting. Oh well. If you truly miss me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you have some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, isn't it? Is it? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end. My apologies for the delay. Milan, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. I don't think so. I think it basically one of the other members. So if it's sword, it's the tank. If it's the axe, it's the I don't know who, but one of the others. I picked the sword. Okay.
Oh,
One of Ardbert's party members. Oh, sorry, Callie. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Milan, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. Oh wow, you made it to the floor 90th floor of the Palace of the Dead. I have a ways to go. I have to focus on that at some point. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you.
I finally have been out-leveled.
Oh, as a white mage?
Yep, I have to be dancer now.
Took you a while.
What if I'm barely like 86. I better keep on dancer.
Yeah. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. You'd have to do some leveling quests, leveling duties and whatnot. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until you find a way to save all of our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. That's a new weapon for us, I believe. Yes, it is. And looks pretty cool. I really like the look of this one. Oh, finally a sweet looking lance. It's amazing how difficult that is. They kind of have the same sort of standard looks to them that make them not so exciting. Though this one doesn't twirl. I'm curious what you'll get as a dancer. Certainly more pointy than before. Hope upon a flower. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Alina. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. And since we're all here, I'm going to start inviting everybody to the party. Oh, you guys are already in another party. Okay, cool. That works. I was going to say Dragoon Slander, but then I realized most of the good lances that work to get. Yeah. Trust me. I've seen my Dragoon stuff. They follow some very particular styles. A lance that's able to cause an explosion. What's that? Oh, I'll take a look. Yeah. We'll take a look once you come over here. Did you equip him? Oh, that's why we didn't wait. You and your space. I don't know how you fill up so quickly.
Because I decided to do every single job.
Yep. Hey, girl, thank you very much for the 200 bits. Putting your bits in the mention jar for Monster Hunter. Oh, dear. The insect glaive is more of the Dragoon style. I have no basis. Ah, yes.
Oh, Zamasu stayed. Thank you, Zamasu.
That's a cool memory. Hey, Karagosa. Congrats on beating Link's Awakening, and good luck on 100%.
Where am I trying to go?
God, that lance is awesome.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me?
He sounds so tired.
Those places beyond.
It's nice not
All
having
Lord Zodiac.
present Asians
You must explain all.
Yeah, it's weird. We were out of Asians, kind of.
Oh,
What do you mean?
you said kind of.
Well, kind of, because I can tell you from experience that an Asian plays a part in like the summoner quests.
Oh.
So those type of quests, those other ones, the minor Asians will be around. Yeah, we're out of Paragons. So you probably should have kept a closer eye on Fandaniel. Just saying.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill.
Right, you are right, Dark Zodiar. All the Asians are done, but I'm talking in terms of like, you know, like there are minor Asians that will, like, if I go back and do a different set of job quests, I know for a fact that some show up in those. That's all I mean. But thank you for the first time chat. But yeah, effectively they're done.
Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin?
Did you say you're sorry?
The
I said
end.
thank you.
Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate.
Hope you enjoyed the Dark Zodiar. Because I've been fascinated by Endwalker so far, and honestly, I think I'm currently of the opinion that I think this is stronger than Shadowbringers. As much as I obviously enjoyed Shadowbringers. Do you really need 100% loyal dingo?
Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Ah. Another Greek god.
That is all I know. The crystals.
So his
tell
true
the
name was
true lives
Hermes.
The 14 led prior to their induction.
I forgot what that legend was.
Elpis itself would tell even less.
Hermes was the god
Maybe a
of
root
the messenger
has
god,
survived.
Speedy.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Who was Achilles then?
He was just a warrior. Oh, you okay there?
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
What in the world?
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
Hermes, Hades, Artemis, and Gaia, all the members of the Convocation that we know the real names of. I forgot who Artemis and Gaia were.
Well, Gaia in Zero Dawn
Right.
was like the head one.
Yes, that was one of the Titans.
Yeah. But weren't
Titan of the Earth.
Remember how there was like different branches and each one was named after those?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's so fascinating.
They love their Greek gods.
Artemis?
You must travel to Elpis.
Goddess of the hunt.
Is that
To the
what-
time when Hermes served as its chief.
Okay.
Oh, Gaia is Reen's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Our Gaia. She held the seat of Mitron. Oh, I forgot about that.
I even drew a picture.
Yeah, I just forgot that.
No, I was just saying.
yeah.
The
Oh,
Zero
yeah,
Dawn.
you did.
I just went to Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I drew a picture of those two.
Mm-hmm. It looks good. I like that one.
Oh, I should show it now.
Oh,
See if people
Hermes.
actually understand.
Travel to that
In
time.
glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own,
Oh, no way.
I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy.
Oh, we're time traveling.
As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
No way.
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
Huh.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days.
So
You
why do
cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot
To learn.
unmake the sorrow
We
and
could
suffering
gain knowledge at
fated
least,
to
because
come.
Elidibus just does not remember.
Okay.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
So if it's his final act, will he be gone forever?
You
Pretty
must
much.
input the commands.
We can't talk.
I no longer have
Nope.
the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
First thing I'll be doing in Dawn Trail is leveling Viper to 90, so I'm staying away from seeing my friends list locations or FC list. That's probably pretty smart. I don't think I'll be worrying about leveling up the Viper to level 90 at once. I want to try it, but I don't know if I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'll be doing that first thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just in a desperate, like, we're just playing as much as we can so I can be content current for the first time ever in this game.
I like Ludibus's voice.
Yeah, it's a really good voice.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream.
It's so somber.
Now go, warrior of light. Go.
You feel for the Ascians, but you can't really agree with what they were doing. Eggroll, I am going to be stopping with Endwalker. I will likely not ever stream 14 again unless something special comes up, but yeah. I will be enjoying Dawn Trail on my own time with friends and Amy. I'll also be able to fully enjoy my my ultra widescreen. Because in order to properly stream this, I don't get to watch this in full with the full view.
Hydaelyn, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us.
Oh, thank you, lass.
May you have
We were really proud of that
the
one.
joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
We gotta find a way to stop this, which is something that even the people of the past were not able to do, so... Oh boy.
Why didn't they give us a warning for this cutscene? This cutscene's way longer.
I don't know. Amy's on the same...
Actually, a little bit of it.
Amy's a little bit ahead of me right now, apparently.
I've gotten impatient with that guy. It's so slow.
I enjoy the voice
I
acting. I
did
just
too,
let it go.
but at first I was like, oh, it takes 30 seconds for a sigh.
I got lulled into that voice.
It was just at the beginning. After that, I was in. Plus, I thought I was behind more, so I was trying to speed it along.
It's okay.
Look how cute and tiny we are.
Oh yeah, I guess they will be big. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, they're actually... Oh, it's weird to see them... Like,
Like human-ish.
yeah, look human. I'm not used to that.
Yeah,
I honestly did not think they looked human.
I didn't either. I didn't realize they looked like us, or we looked like them, I should say.
Ice Climber Kirby, will I be doubling up on SMT on one weekday and starting your next short game on the other weekday once Endwalker is done? So no, once Endwalker is done, the lineup that we will have is Sunday will be the long game, Monday will be the short game, Wednesday will be our Mania as we play through all the Mega Man games, and Thursdays will be where the single streams happen whenever those do occur. We have quite a few to catch up on, but right away. But yeah, that's the plan right now. So no doubling up. God, it's so weird to actually hear.
Kind of look like humans. Like they don't have pointed ears. Like they look like hearers. Right?
Yeah. Oh, we can't attune. Now you understand even more why the Loperates were so confused. Yeah, no kidding. The man stands dutifully by the etherite-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible.
I guess because the armor thingy that we saw before was made out of memory?
Yeah.
Because the hood covered up.
It might have been maybe a bit of both. This is the right place, yes, Leon? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Leon. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. I'm sure we're going to be dying a bunch in Mega Man. Don't you worry about that. The popularity poll never appeared in, like, we'll talk about it if it appears, but the popularity poll never appeared, FA56. It hasn't yet. Maybe soon, but not that we've seen. Maybe this next set of chapters that we're going to be reading soon. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mar Lamentorum and the recreated Amarat. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. It'd be kind of funny if you, like, were swearing at them and once that's what they heard, just, like, the curse. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Can we just phase through? I guess we're not a ghost.
And here we are, Elpis.
Oh my god.
Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
No way.
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Oh my gosh, they're actually removing the masks.
Come now.
So
Is this
that's
truly
why they
necessary?
thought they saw us
Surely you
before.
can tell.
Yeah.
They literally did.
Yeah, time travel.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
I don't recognize the purple-haired one, though, do you?
The purple-haired one's the one talking. That's Emmett.
I thought the white-haired one was Emmett.
No. He does look like Xehanort. Oh god, they're hot.
That's
Purple haired is Emmett.
Why
Yep.
does the other one look like Emmett
It's just the body that he stole. That has to be Elidibus. Oh, Emmett is white haired? Oh, Emmett
then?
was?
I was wrong!
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
White hair. Oh, I mixed him up. Then why did he sound so familiar? The purple
So,
haired.
The purple hair, is that Daniel?
Maybe? Or, I don't know. We'll find out.
Purple hair.
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
Oh, is the familiar stranger our new old friend?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd.
I see a small kitten.
It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
That's
Do you
funny.
suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Okay, now I can tell it's Emmett. Jeez, I just mix that up.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
This is so fascinating.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I feel like if they do this, though, we're gonna miss the time.
No, I don't think so. This is the time travel thing where it's always happened.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
There's that snap of his.
Purple is so pretty.
You may open your eyes.
Purple has to be our new old friend.
Okay, Alright.
Oh, he made us the same size as them. Oh, that's weird.
I just gotta wait for you to catch up.
Oh, you even adjusted its
Purple
size.
is so pretty.
The better to indulge your whim.
I'm gonna
This
do my
way,
hair like
it
that
will be
now.
easier to communicate.
That's so weird that we're the same size. I feel huge.
And may
Even
I
though I'm not
applaud
really.
your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of
There
the
he is,
Architect.
Hythlodaeus. Imagine as a Lalafell. Oh god, that would be weird.
Yes, because remember, even whatever, however you pronounce it, said that they saw us before when we saw them in that waiting room.
Yeah, Hythlodaeus, that's true.
Sulking
That's a very
beside
good
me
point.
is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend?
My new old friend, of course.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us.
I'm
whence
sure
have you
that
come?
Hythlodaeus got fangirls, like had
In the
fangirls
spirit
immediately, got
suggests
even
you
more
were
so after
created
this.
here.
Yep.
Apparently, if you're a Lala, Hithlo makes fun of Emmett for making you small. That's amazing.
So funny.
That is amazing.
Oh, Mary's here.
Yep.
Mary, this purple hair, very cute.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Not yet. Here we go.
Which one?
I'm gonna go with I seek a man named Hermes.
Okay, I'll talk about Elvis.
My gender expression is whatever gender Hithlo is.
Yeah.
Well now,
Seriously.
the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too,
So Hitler
but
said
had to
same
settle
as
for a
us.
familiar.
Same dialogue.
Hanson wished to come too.
Yeah, same dialogue.
If he truly wished to be
Why
here,
you-
then he would be.
That's we've never officially met them, but that's who we became. That's why we're not fully. Azim became the warrior, is like the one who helped summon Hydaelyn and became the basis for the Warrior of Light. So that's why we're
That's why I said
more complete than others.
I missed that part. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that's what happened. That was the one that like left, right?
Yes, that that did not like what
Yeah, the one that like
them trying to. Yeah, Azim didn't pick a side. That's it.
seat or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right you are.
No worries, lass. Good night.
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the
Oh,
color
yeah,
of
when we
souls,
joined
you
with,
see.
Artwork,
And
that's
yours
when the
happens to
friend-
resemble that
Yeah,
of a friend.
we're more complete than anybody else. It's wild.
And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion.
Oh,
We are
Azim
here
referred to
speak
as a
with
she
Hermes,
for Amy.
the
That's
chief
cool.
overseer of this facility.
We'll probably never
which we
meet
also
Azim.
intend to tour in
That
order
is
to gain
true.
greater
They are
insight into the
described as
man's
a
work.
Yeah,
But
well,
I still merged with Artwork, who was a he.
right. Still doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
that
I'm
doesn't.
just saying it for info.
Mm.
We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you
I wanna
harbor
see Hydaelyn
suspicions,
again. She was
better to
pretty
keep it
as
close
well.
than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Interesting. God, it's still so weird that I'm like equal size to them.
Oh man.
Welcome, my
is
friends,
so
to the testing
cool.
ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Oh wow, bit foggy, but still looks cool. The world unsundered.
Wow.
God, you just go to nothing
Oh.
connects. Nothing connects at all with these worlds. It's just all kinds of crazy new ones.
Look who it is.
It's the dog. Oh yeah, that.
Presence.
Yeah, there is Hydaelyn.
Little Axolotl.
Yeah, they're cute. That has to be a minion. Oh look, bird people like in
Hermes,
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade, yeah.
we have visitors.
What are they called again?
Hyentia, that's it.
I want that to be a race to choose. That is so cool.
Oh, you would totally choose a bird person. Looks way better when it's not cloudy.
What
That's alright.
secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
This is awesome. Yay! Except sad. No, now we have to like see some of their perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Got, destroyed.
Oh,
Oh, look at
apparently
her.
you get outfits. That's funny.
That is amazing.
All right, well, we can see one of the other outfits you'll be getting at some point.
That is so good. Everyone, chef's kiss. Perfect. Thank you for doing that.
Wow, just all ready for that.
Oh, Jerry's here too. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Gotta blend in.
This is so cool. Perfect. Whoever came up with that. Perfection.
Amazing. Just there. It was hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. While it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things for the sake of thoroughness, but I shall start with the basics.
It wasn't planned. We all kind of just showed up with it ready.
Oh,
That is
wow.
So good.
That's really funny.
Great minds think alike. This is so great.
Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings.
Yes, even Joe is dressed up. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. I love it. I love it so much. I'm actually tearing up a bit. This is great.
Aww. Anyone may conceive of the concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Alpus for an in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Ooh, mystery thing. Petalooda hunt. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errands, so... do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. No, in that case, Emmett Selk. No, your whim, your responsibility. You're getting not another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrimps sometimes you'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I should make the robe, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Guess it's time for us to get our robes.
Yay!
Hey, Bourne. How's it going?
Oh, everybody's this is so awesome. Man, after everybody left, I'm so glad they were there because that greeting was fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at my screen right now, Derek, and look what we got. Like,
Oh,
if
wow.
it was empty like that,
Yeah.
that greeting we just got, that was so good.
No means no. Yes, these creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petalodi. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 of different kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the Petalodi first. Good luck.
This is giving me like, this is like
I don't.
like where Pyra and Rex see each other in rush.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I just blank on the name of it. Elysium.
Elysium, yeah, that's it. Reminds me of that. Like, it kind of feels like it has that feel.
A little bit, yeah. Come on, there we go. etheric rope did not want to activate. Have you caught the Petalodi? Come, come, let us see. Duly weakened and carefully bound, this Petalodi is destined to become clothing. Wow. Yes, we just made it to Elpis, Linky. It is... Did not expect this to be the next area, that's for sure. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reversion.
I'm so thankful Elizabeth was able to do this.
Yeah, no kidding. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. You turn living beings into clothing, just like that. Oh, I did not expect time travel at all. Well, not just like that. You need to revert them to their constituent ether first.
What was that move?
What?
Somebody just did this like giant mega beam blast.
Oh, weird.
That was crazy. Was that you, Sayo?
Uh.
Either Sayo's, I don't know. Somebody did it.
Mm-hmm. Not
It
a.
was Sayo, yeah. Sayo did like this massive blast.
Not a clue.
Oh, I forgot. Am I supposed to be
You're capturing them.
killing it?
No, you weaken them and then use the
I've
item.
been killing them?
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
Lest you wonder why I asked for two species, it is due to the difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce garb with superior etheric stability. Well, and good to disguise and well and good disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers.
At least Nala does it too. That makes me feel better.
Emmett Selk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're familiar. The question is, whose? Ah, of course, Azim's. If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he would have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. And thus Azim's reputation as a total weirdo begins. Yeah, it's all on Azim. Alright.
Which one did you say?
The top one, yeah. So
Someone be angry? Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. Besides, we can always make more, but the blue die. Maybe they'll get tiny out of it.
cool.
Some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone can learn the concept should be able to.
Gonna need a glam for the first time ever. Do I actually have to fight? Because I'm just wearing level 1 clothing right now. It's alright. In search of Hermes. If you are ready, let us continue along the path to Anagnorisis? I'm going to go with Anagnorisis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. I'll change when I need to fight, but for now we'll enjoy the clothing. Also,
Oh no, we're gonna like really enjoy these characters and then realize all over again that they're
so I got myself a new mount thanks to the stuff going on. Now we totally blend in. Again, Azim's fault. Azim's the reason we have a gorilla wandering around. That's what I just got it last night because of all the steps, all the tomes.
for the mod trade thing.
Yeah, the Mog training. Yeah.
Good thing I haven't got it before yet.
Right. You don't need to. I'm just doing it for fun. Poor Asim's gonna get billed for all this crazy stuff. Yep, that's the plan. Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see, I see. My lips are sealed. The Chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks and apologies for disrupting your work. Wonder if they're going to actually try to make us like Hermes. I say, Hythlodeus, excuse me. While I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emmett Silk and I can... Oh god, you're still on. Emmett Silk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see ether quite keenly and from great distances. True story that you jumped into a volcano for grapes. Amazing. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up, a special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you to possess any. Ah, so that's no individuality. Interesting. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. Oh, there you are in your outfit. How's your new, Oh yeah, they look cool. Your new, dancer weapons. Big old Shonkin Chocobo.
I feel like I'm in, what's that Kingdom Hearts thing where they're in robes? Like, Organization
Oh,
13?
Organization 13, yeah.
Like
They've always felt like Organization 13, but now it's even more so. That looks like Sylph. Ixion. A little bit. Not them, of course, but similar. Oh, there's a Aetherite over here. I'm going to attune to that real quick.
kind of look like Hagrid with his hair.
Yeah, you do. Oh, I never attuned to the other Aetherite. Whoops. The one we came from. Where are you? Aha! Our winged girl and Hermes. Oh, we can't attune to it yet? I see. What is Fan Daniel actually like?
He was okay before, right?
You are...
Yes.
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Ah, she's a better telepath than a speaker.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
She is very cute. I wish this was a race. This is cool.
Be friends. May we please be friends?
Cute little burb.
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Even taller. Jeez.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one
Agreeable
chanced
company.
to...
She's so excited. That's a cute outfit too.
No wonder I feel so conflicted.
To bring all these people back,
Well,
yeah.
you certainly have her attention.
So, like,
Is she one of yours,
ready
Hermes?
to bring this all back.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm blue too.
Her name is Meteor. It means shooting star.
Aw.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing.
Ah yes, the
But
bureaucracy.
rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
So prickly.
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait at the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
And the mastoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The
Don't you
fashion has
judge
been to
me.
imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly. And they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest
Emmett
we
Selk,
split
the
up?
most put-upon man ever.
If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
These names are all Greek to me. I explain why some of the weirder monsters we fought in the past exist. Yeah,
Oh, nice. It all makes sense.
indeed. Fair skies. Okay, now we can fully appreciate it, and holy crap, it is gorgeous. It's big too. Yep, I had no idea Elpis would be a location. Ah, there it is. What the heck happened to Hermes? Look up in the tree when you find him.
Where you are now?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It seems Hermes and Meteion have found their quarry, a creature known in this age and as an abystoma. Yet, though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite a predicament. The abystoma, Hermes saw it high up in the tree. He climbed to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Do you need a hand? No, I'm fine, if a little embarrassed.
Yes, rest assured, this is nothing new to me. I've ended up far more compromising positions in the course of my work. Now, for your own safety, stand back.
Yep, that's where I'm at. So, fun fact about this place, he knew about this. We knew about this place for so long in live letters, but we didn't know the name of the area till we got to this place. Ah, interesting. Interesting way to keep a secret. They found great ways to hide the context of a lot of the goings on in Endwalker. Hermes, are you all right? Quite all right, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Meteion. Both you and Milan Yata, you are called. An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. There was no way to know it was the past. I'm sure they didn't show people. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I had forgotten all about its fellows. Truly, what a relief. I must thank Emmett Selk and Hythlodeus when I return to them. But first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Ooh, new chest gear. Nice. Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Nagar... whatever. That name is a mouthful. No, he would just never. He was never going to stop trying to. Yes, which means destroying, 7 more worlds. Mm-hmm. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Amberstomas are safe and well. I will presently send them back to their space if you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creatures slip away again. Yeah, I tuned to that one already. I saw right off the bat. I was like, oh, I'm going to do that quick. Certainly the greatest variety of areas in Endwalker. That's for sure. Well, Mitoko's been accommodating you thus far. He is the one who has business with Hermes. If you wish to attend, you have to ask his permission.
This appears to be the place.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Okay.
And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
Like a chided child.
Will I have to remove you by force?
I have important things to say to him as well.
Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
Yeah. The other one is, let's hear them then. These reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance. Basically, to us, he was just like, wait in turn.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps. But I believe he can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Most put upon man in history.
Behave yourself. Do you hear?
So, it's finally happened then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. and above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today.
Really was just a paradise back then.
To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world.
These folks live thousands of years. They rarely have to deal with death unless they choose to better the star. Yeah.
And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful. Always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise,
I know,
who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Good night, Gregster. It's fascinating, to say the least. I'm sorry, Milan. I didn't mean a walk. Perhaps we can go for a walk.
Oh my gosh, Meteon is like me, highly
This should be your character. You just get the special bird race. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am, how he made me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Ooh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Sounds like fun. It will be, it will be. Where to start? Ah, yes, let's talk to Memnon. He should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is, so I'll have him explain instead. Ah, the Aetheryte. Anyone can use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere, not to the ground or other isles. For that, you need teleporters. Oh, and permission. Are we in the sky?
Skyward sword.
I think we might be on a sky island. And what have we here?
That guy was bird.
Yeah, flying things, so maybe? Though you look like a person, you have the ears and the tail of a beast. Though I assume you are familiar like Metion. Is there familiar like Metion? What did they say to you about your appearance?
Oh, he must be familiar too, right?
Yeah, but he mentioned my ears and tail.
Oh,
Huh.
I don't think. Unless I just skimmed past it.
You might have. That's all right. It's all right. I didn't notice the edges at first. No, I didn't. I was too focused. Though you look like a person... No, that's all right. I already said that. This is Milan. Could you teach him about Elpis? Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well. I shall be glad to introduce our fair facility to him. Nawa got muscular physique. As you know, it is made... You gotta read.
I normally do, but I just accidentally pressed it.
Oh, I see. As you know, it is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist, testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study, in which we identify their properties, surmise what habits might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you too were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters well and be good, do you hear? We will, Memnon, we will. Thanks for the lesson. We could have had a race of bird people. I guess she wasn't approved. You had a turn. Now I get a turn. Where did you come from? From a place facing a great threat.
Warrior.
There's such a place? I had no idea. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power. Bird people would still not be allowed hats? No, of course not. They do not get hats. I think it's the same one. I'm heading over here to this other one. Okay. Oh, wait. Here we go. Spriggans. Spriggans? What are Spriggans? Oh no, we call them Orii. If there's many, if there's many, if it's just one, we say Orias. Though they are cute, they can be naughty. Sometimes they run off with concept crystals, and Hermes has to run after them. The origin of certain monsters. There are mods that have those wings, but we don't talk about that. Ah, a shoe bill. Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. He looks upset. It has very deep thoughts. I can't read it. Or maybe there's nothing to read? Wait, please wait. I'll try again. With you this time. Greetings, can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I am not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather you are converting my emotions into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my powers when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? That's what I was thinking. Fighting seems too cruel for her. I definitely don't craft or gather. So I'm
I'm crafting.
Oh, okay.
I love to make stuff IRL.
Yeah, playing. Playing? I'm still not sure what that means. Hermes says, let's play, but then he goes for a walk, or looks at creations. It's fun, but no different from work.
Oh, mine says, not creating, but crafting, putting things together with your hands. That sounds like fun. I can't use creation magic, but maybe I can learn to craft.
Yeah, there you go. I think we might be bothering it. Getting that evil eye.
Ginny looks at us like that sometimes.
I know, that's exactly the kind of look Ginny gives us, or our other cat.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Wanth next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west row. Shoe bill, death stare. Death bill. It'd be perfect for the Reaper class. In West Elpis, born and raised on the look at creatures ground is where I spent most of my days. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course I do.
In West Elpis, born and raised on the look.
Oh gosh. Well, if it isn't Metion, I see you've brought a friend today. The Shoebill first appeared as a minion in Shadowbringers, and this is more than acknowledging the memes that popped up around it. Oh, I see. Greetings, Yuanth. I am, an apple. Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Milan. Oh, candied apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Metion. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. I'm sorry, Milan, I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask you about yours, but I failed.
Give apple, seriously, how stingy.
I know, right? What the heck? Tell her what you like. Oh, that's what you like. Yes, yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Milan. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see?
My weapons are pretty boring. They don't do anything
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, you know, yours is not as spiky as mine.
Yeah, it's just painful. You can seriously do some damage with that thing.
I like it. Gotta make your lances interesting. Otherwise, they're just, you know, pointy things on the end of sticks.
Spear.
Yes. Mitselk was ready to ditch us.
I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not either. There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Medion good. Milan wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him. About this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. But I do appreciate your keeping Metion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emmett Selk and Hythlodeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too? I am compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at Propuleon. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence brings Metion, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Milan is kind. Really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots.
I love how goth I look right now with my purple hair and black.
Oh, yeah. We can probably hold off, I suppose. I'm going to just wait till we get to our first combat. Lives about. She's very excited. Why is my breath suddenly burnt? If everyone is ready, there are a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Abystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there may be more unruly creatures about. We'll be fine. Yeah. Very much so. Off we go. Or my lizard.
Ooh, I got a bird, which is very appropriate for here.
Yeah. That's quite perfect. This here is a new species of Petaloda we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If it can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it unto the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It has the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation, that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So that would be the blasphemous as well. So you see, it is not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. What? Oh, yeah. Nobody will ever notice. What was I gonna say? I just lost it. Oh well. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, it seems like we get a stream of like story and exploration and good vibes and all that stuff, and the next bit is like, all right, time to fight and for stuff to go down. Exactly. Interesting. You're interesting too. Tell me, how did you find the Abystoma? And it's just, oh my god, all of them. Ah yes, lightning pneuma, just as the report said. Ah yeah. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it's in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. Oh yeah, we have. In the course of its operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, that element is lightning, which draws the pneuma here to replenish their ether. It appears Meteion is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the pneuma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. Weird. I think it's because of the thing at the top. Like it's rotating. I'm guessing. I don't know. Perfectly done, Milan. Look. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities.
Yes.
Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the pneuma or an ephemeral life form such as the Petaluda, all seek to perpetuate their existence, to survive. Is Meteion a living being? A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of the Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hythlodeus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. I knew they'd go out of their way to make you like him.
Yep.
Just see how much he's fallen. Oh, you finished already? I'm sorry, I was in the way.
Well, that's not Fandaniel, right?
Hermes becomes Fandaniel. Fandaniel's the position.
Oh.
That's why he's having the
right,
interview.
I forgot the name was the seat.
Yeah, that's why Emet-Selch is referred to as his position, but he's actually Hades. Not to worry, my dear. No worries. Not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. No, we're working to get our mountain zoo. That's the true thing we need. Oh, that's amazing. Might as well join in. Oh, it's a hunt train mean for this. The beacons are used as gathering points and the train tends to worship them. I see. And yep, we've got a sky island. That's what Yukimi was just explaining. It's people say go to this lamp in order to meet up for treasure hunts. I'm reminded of Final Fantasy XIII, just looking at this. It might be a little too archaic for you, because the story is, well, it's where the story of Zonde and all that comes from. But I still think 4 is the A rank hunts. I see. I still think 4 is the best place to start for old school Final Fantasy for you. Oh, congrats on finishing Chapter 5, Cat Evie. Oh, Geeky, you have your Mountain Dew code in your email. We have a friend helping us out that actually drinks Mountain Dew. We don't. So once they're done, they're up to 500 points so far. So nearly halfway for the two of us. This fellow has been in the talk of the bureau. Oh my gosh, the origin of these things. I just noticed. Was there a guiding theme or any method to the madness of this random assortment of features? That's really good. Beware and sneeze, of course. Of course. Well, this explains why I can fly.
Nice.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos. One of our newest subjects.
I wonder how they come up with these other names.
So, how are we coming along?
Sounds.
Maybe.
Oh, look at his stomach. You can see a face.
Oh yeah, weird. Geeky Griffin says, I don't normally found some of the special flavors, so I grabbed 3. Well, there you go, it worked out. Oh, look, the flower. Probably something Greek. That makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
But I am not Greek.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
Intelekis?
They can sense emotions, my guess.
Oh, yeah.
They are a
Empaths.
product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by
Yeah, they
emotions.
were.
In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. Well, it has no will of its own. It is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha?
Akasha.
One of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification. Some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Oh, there's no doubt, Mary, that this concept will become very important. This is probably the best way to figure out what the heck's going on with the final days.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Antelekis.
Yeah, I like Akasha better as well.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation.
Oh, good night, Cat Evie.
What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter, on account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteon?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it.
Hard to say.
However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%, the more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river...
I always thought that Theris... Oh, I missed the referential number. Something 63.3% or something like that.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay, I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an enteleki. Like me. So... are we the same? Intelekis.
68.3%, which is the same theorized percentage for dark matter, from my understanding. Oh. I see. I'm going to go with the second one. Well, I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
Of course. I feel like he was always going to be sassy.
Does not an enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Limit breaks could be seen as the flailings of a wild beast.
I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
That yawn. I forget. Gobu? Gobu? Gubu? Whatever. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the Celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Oh. Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't pick already. Why did you join the convocation? Oh, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the convocation? I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten where to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Figures. Not...
Juice.
I know, me too. I'll tell you the tale when we're away from sensitive ears. If you'd accompany us, I suppose you should at least know that much. The Convocation of 14 is a governing body that determines myriad policies. Our goal is to ensure that all is right in creation, that our star may know a brighter future. As the name suggests, the Council is comprised of 14 offices, each of which is held by an individual chosen for their surpassing abilities. Depending on the office, one is required to either be an authority in a certain field or possess skills that would facilitate the performance of their stipulated duties. The former category includes Mitron, specialist in aquatic life, Logriff, specialist in terrestrial life and husbandry. Later, Yukime. Halmarat, specialist in fungal and plant life. Emeroloth, specialist in medicine and healing. And La Habrea, specialist in creation magics who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category there's Ultima, advocate of the arts. Igeorum, champion of enlightenment and rhetoric, Pashtero, preserver of discipline and order, Emmett Selk, keeper of the ethereal realm or underworld in the vernacular, Fandaniel, pursuer of extant phenomena, and Azam, traveler of the world and counselor to the people. What, should I be revealing such details to you? Don't be silly, even children know this much, and you would do well to remember it all. Got all the names. Friends in thinness. My apologies for the wait. I've inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released unto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. The Cherubidis. That is where we shall attend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main island and head north. Off we go. Presents for everyone. Yep, even in the ancient past, Azam was an adventurer, which makes complete sense to me. He's interacted with far more people, seen far more lives, so to have those other new lives be there, no wonder he's, you know, they're not the one, you know, they don't want to sacrifice them. Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize that Hythlodaeus and Emmett Selk were over there. Whoops. I mean, what, anything, if anything, is important. Ah. I understand there's a problem with one of the Cherubidis. Oh, nice. Ah, okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, Okzundu. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Cherubidis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished, and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Cherubidis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You don't need to go to such lengths. You don't know? Of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robeless, shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort, it's just that, when transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may... Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet-Selch, may I trouble you to move that Cherubidis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight. Sup? Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes had committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind? It's so interesting to see Hermes valuing life. Just shows how far he'd fallen. He became truly broken. Medion. I have no idea. Let's hope not. Maybe. Or maybe he just misses his old friends so much, or something. I don't know. Emet-Selch is out of sight? Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emet-Selch train the Cherubidis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I'm loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Milan, I want you to go to Emet-Selch. Tell him you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. Oh boy, this ought to be something. It's interesting that he develops a kind of soft spot for us in the future. Excuse me. There he's at. Scheme that is not a scheme. Oh, no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Hythlodaeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. Oh my gosh. Please, Emmett Selk. Well, it only took twice to bother him.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis. And
Charybdis?
quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emmett Selk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Oh my gosh.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Hythlodaeus just has Emmett wrapped around his finger.
Please, Emmett Selk. Please.
Too cute.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Cool mount.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Well, this ought to be something.
You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation.
Ooh, here we go.
Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether.
Oh.
But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree.
All of a sudden, him being able to recreate Amarat is making sense.
Seriously.
If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well
Himself,
have
'cause it's Emmett Selk.
were it not for a mutual friend.
Oh.
A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him.
That's cool. Learning more about our past self.
They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world.
And here I was saying we'd never see Hythlodaeus again because he is gone because of
their respective purposes.
Zodiark.
So too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
My new old friend.
Well done, my pet. Well done.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
You know the final area is going to be like dark and depressing somehow, you know, right? I don't think it'll be Australia. Oh, I got a wave. It's funny we waved at the same time.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like this song too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just very peaceful here. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. And Milan and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but it soon was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish.
What happened to this guy?
I know.
It's so depressing.
I mean, it seems like he would even agree with Azim about having Hydaelyn instead of, and not resurrecting Zodiark. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnerosis for now. I guess it's been new. Man, we've barely explored this place. Yeah, Vandals on that mount. Looks cool. Some of the collector's edition for Shadowbringers. That's cool. Elpis is the longest stretch in the story. You're going to be here for some time. That's fine. I have no issue with that. What, you want to apologize for forcing me to help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. Tell me, Milan, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? I'm going to say Dynamis seems Okay, you say that one, I'll go with, I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet.
We've kind of already talked about the option.
Yeah.
But Hermes says, Dynamis, you said, curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you.
If only my work were more interesting. Nevertheless, I'm still indebted to you for keeping Meteion company. If there is aught I might do, you need but ask. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Icon, I'm afraid it's done it again.
Icon? Like icon?
Oh, yeah, Icon. What the heck?
Do you think that's how, is it supposed to be kind of close to that word?
I guess we'll find out. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby occupants, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry, or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupants were keeping that wide berth. It is the nature of the Ichion that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would have observed. We follow. Yes. This is... We're definitely back in your aesthetic looking at all this, Amy. Better or... better than the... Was it Pixie area? Yeah. Wow.
I do like the look of the castle and everything over there, but this isn't part of the piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It could be because it's just this one also has a bit more trees. I don't know. I think the other one still might have it. That's a tough one. I don't know. I can't choose. I want them both.
The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. The Ichion was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emmett Selk and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Ichion did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Milan. Come, come. It's down this path and over the bridge. Ah, yes, this car totally blends in.
This weird thing I have is.
Yeah. Weird flying creature? Perfect. The cloud for Vandal. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Oh. Got Metteon again. Mm-hmm. Definitely. If you're with Metteon, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Guess we don't have to talk to... Well, maybe we do have to talk to everybody. Because it doesn't say talk to a certain amount. Once I get back and record today's results, I should finally be able to put that report to bed. Not Doros. His hair is long, but the color is... His hair is long, but the color is wrong. Gotta love Stene just hanging out up top there. Crafting. Doros, that's Doros. Oh, now, if it isn't Metteon, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Ichions, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields and restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Katisis. Once I've submitted my report, I will see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that Ichion slaughtered Okyupets. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released. Aye, I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycions would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Pashtera may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it's still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief. Let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. This is also explaining why he doesn't want to see his master step down. Can't bear to see anyone die. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture. Well, he was like sort of his, maybe not master, but he was like mentor. That's probably a better idea. I know distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. Very eugenic vibes, a polyglot, for sure. It's sort of giving the idea of the problem areas of this society. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat unto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Iconos have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend a discussion, that Emmett Selk may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. To man, other beings are just things to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Yeah, the researchers consider the living creature as nothing more than prototype. Yep. Even though they're alive. Because it's all just ether in the end. Right. Yeah, we're not... He doesn't consider them people. They're not full. They're not whole. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Metion, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Milan. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Metion in your care again? I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. Can you help me with something, Milan? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most, of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and what want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. You get to hang out with Metion a lot. I know. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Oh, so big and bright. I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. We haven't even seen met the woman that seems to be Heidelin, or the basis for Heidelin. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far.
Oh, look, unicorns.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. Oh, I thought I saw him. Yeah, we saw her with the dog, but we haven't seen her since. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed, their mix of colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. And any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. I don't know. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a conion, a flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Milan, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Honestly, I expect late June for the Direct, just because Nintendo likes to be last and away from all the other announcements. So I'd expect late June for a Nintendo Direct. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Milan. Something big. Huge. Are we going to be getting into a fight? I think we're going to get into a fight. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis. Wow. The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers or the orbs on its head. Adonis was the guy who was so beautiful that he was always like observing himself in the mirror, could not look. Or was that Adonis? It's a very pretty god from the Greek. Narcissus. That's right. Adonis was the one. He's still beautiful, so that's why it's funny. Yeah, sorry, I mixed up Narcissus. Oh, good night, Danae. Yeah, Adonis was just very, very pretty. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Milan? Would he like it? It's probably not the good sort of memory. So not this one either. Finding a good flower, it's harder than I thought. Okay. I'm sorry, Milan, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that, I promise. SMT Vengeance in 20 days. Wow. A grips instead of a griffin.
I love one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these regular flowers on the ground should be fine.
Yeah. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Oh, there's nothing. The shiny thing over there? What could it be?
Of course. The Elpis itself.
Ah, Adonis was the mortal lover of Aphrodite. I see. Oh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelecchies. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. Yeah, for sure. That's the other thing. It seems like these people don't get the full range of emotions that we have. Things are stagnant, maybe? Maybe that's probably not the right word for it because they're always creating, but yeah. Yeah, I forget what the default is, but yeah, they definitely adjust. I just forget what colors associate with what. Truly, the flower is dark in your home. Then do you have it too? A dark emotion?
I think blue was sad or calm.
Something like that. It didn't match up to what you normally think, so I'm not sure. I'm going to go,
I think yellow was happy.
yeah.
I'll just say,
Yeah,
let's say doubt and anxiety, I guess.
I'll go with fury and frustration. I see. Hermes has felt the same, a fire burning in your breast, a trembling hand, but no one understands.
So everything was the same except the description. So for the anxiety one, a shortness of breath, the walls closer and closer, but only him and no one else feels it.
Oh, wow. Please, Milan, won't you lend them to me, your fury and frustration? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. White color is anxiety. Okay, interesting. Truly, you'll do it.
I don't think so, because my anxiety is supposed to make it turn dark. White was like, everything's fine.
I don't know. I've lost track. Thank you, Milan. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go and fetch him. Whoops, in the poison flowers. Potentially.
Trampled someone's work.
Oh well. Seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they've finished. I know, I'm a jerk.
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
So mine turned like a purplish blue color for the anxiety.
Mine turned pure purple. Same color?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you.
Oh, seeing his face.
May we talk a moment?
Little hedgehog.
Aw.
That's a minion.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination?
Most of the ancients use modified Elizon or Vera models. Okay. That hedgehog went fast. Yeah, it did.
Gotta go fast.
Why are all the ancients hot? Perfect society.
Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will. And when they depart, it is always beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful.
Ironic that the final days made them actually feel all that. What these creatures are go through when they have to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yet no one cares. No one.
Seems punishment for hubris almost.
So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white.
Well, I guess white is might be white as ignorance.
I could scream, want to scream.
Doesn't want any life at all because
How can you all accept this aberration?
Oh, it's more like all life is precious.
I know, but maybe you like went opposite. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, pure white is contentment. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus?
Oh, I missed it. I skipped a line. Whoops.
But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. Owen asked what you thought as you kneeled beside the Alpes. Or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
What are you gonna pick?
Doesn't matter. What do you want me to pick?
Let's have no more brooding, eh? And I'll do I can tell you all about suffering.
You want me to say no more brooding?
Yeah.
Lest you misunderstand, I derive no pleasure from your pain.
Let's see here. Okay. For Melanie said, lest you misunderstand, I derive no pleasure from your pain.
Indeed, difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you.
It's just the fact that you are still here in spite of your suffering gives me heart. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? to pose that question to our undiscovered cousins. I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters. Sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow.
Karagosa, when I play Heroes, I'll be going through all of the I'll be going through all of the stories, because we got to get to the final story, get a proper ending.
All right.
Hey, Heroes Live. What did she just sense? Maybe. Maybe. Smashman with 100 bits, thank you so much, saying, sorry I lurked most of the stream, been busy with Thousand Year Door, but I just wanted to pop in and mention that I just learned the original game had a secret cutscene that activates when you sleep at 50 inns, and it's preserved in the remake. There's even something special if Luigi happens to be at the inn when it happens. Can't believe I'm still learning new stuff about this game. Oh, wow. We're doing good, Heroes Live. It's definitely been a much more chill stream. Oh boy. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be our last quest for the set. We'll do this one and then that'll be it. An all too brief interlude perhaps, but it is time I attend to my next task. As Emmett Selk and Hythloideus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the icon, whatever. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycanos would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Hythloideus has pledged to support me in this endeavor.
Were there 7 originally? Like, icons?
Maybe? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Iconos have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. Oh wow, 58 hours to 100% Thousand Year Door loyal dingo. Tattling every NPC, talking to every Rogueport NPC between chapters, and tattling every area. Is that even tracked? My God. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We return to the main aisle. I haven't seen a single ether current. Have you? Enemy titles are tracked? I thought so, but not the NPC or locations. Yeah. It's more just for your own contentment to talk to everybody. Which is fair. Probably not something I would do, though. Oh, the last of the 86 quests. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect way to end this, then. Just got through all the 86 quests. Yeah. Oh, you got to do. Oh, you got to do some grinding. I'm just barely gonna be. I'm just gonna be barely hitting 89. So they're more dragon-like, Amy. I don't think these are primals or icons, as they call them. Yeah, you might need to do some duties between streams. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. Had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, then broke free. I was able to stop 4. The other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Milan handle that one. The pair in the sky, you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emet-Selch, unneeded though it is. Meteion, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes, the Iconos, the luck, whatever, must be reverted. I would spare you their pain and mine. This is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. All right, I think I'm finally going to change clothes since we've got to be ready for a fight. Because methinks we're going to be getting into a fight. Unless, well, I guess we'll see what happens when we get closer. Ah, yes. Stealth mode. I like that we've been able to get through one set of level quests every session. That is absolutely a fight. All right. 1 second. Time to get a look at my new gear. Yeah, I've never glamored before, Linky. Believe it or not. Oh, this is a cool gear set. Holy crap. Gloves don't match because, well, it's a different set, but still.
I got like a horse head on my shoulder.
Oh, a unicorn head. Oh, that was badass. Honestly, it reminds me of Clive's outfit. I got like sharp. Mine does, but maybe just this set does.
Mine reminds me of Cloud. What do you think? Like with the thing on the shoulder?
Yeah, very much so. But mine, just the colors and whatnot, just very much reminds me of Clive.
Oh, here's a unicorn. Did you get that?
No, where'd you see it at? Oh, right before the bridge. Yeah, I missed that. Whoops. I'll have to do it another time.
A little bit back from you.
It's alright. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry, within striking distance at present. But it feels that if it feels threatened, it may very well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach slowly in full view and draw Icon's attention. Now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Well, instead of Yggdrasil, it's called Ignorant.
Oh, like an int. Yeah. No, that's nice. Oh, destination. Couldn't see it. This gear is a recolor of old PvP gear. Oh. Oh well.
Now.
Oh. Staff of Hermes. Nice. Nice touch.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire.
That spear is a weapon we can't get? What do you mean, Linky?
We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew.
I mean, you mean the staff?
Fly high.
I don't know.
Fly free.
Ah, the rod, yes. I figure it's not something we can get. I like that it's specialized to him because it's literally the staff, like the symbol of Hermes.
Join the convocation, Hermes.
Convinced him.
You do not belong here.
Maybe that memory loss thing was used on him.
Leave to replace another.
Remember that?
To be replaced. It changes nothing.
Maybe?
Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
We certainly haven't learned anything
I expect
yet.
We have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
I don't know if I'd have this guy in my team with him so tumultuous.
Yeah, but he's obviously good at what he does. It's just balancing that yeah. The other Kions, whatever, have been taken care of. The incident is resolved and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it like to experience such torment? Oh boy, you will feel that later. You will absolutely feel that later in life. Level 89. I am 1 level from max. But that is where we're going to be calling it. And we just need new head. Yep, a new head. Oh boy, well this is certainly an interesting set. Oh, he's saying we'll all be the lesser if he rejects us. Oh goodness. Alright, let me go find that ether current you found and then I'll probably call it. But yeah, that is our set for this oh yeah, right there. I don't know how I missed that. For this session. I believe, as you guys have said, it's the end of the 86 quests. Amy needs to do some grinding. She's not that far off, so she could honestly do a bunch of quests for the, like
do our thing we're about to do with this class.
that. And you can also do ether current quests, probably. That'll probably get it, since you're pretty close. But yeah, pretty exciting. Definitely a more thoughtful episode. As we sort of get into the mindset of a lot of the Asians and the way this star used to be, where it certainly adds some extra wrinkles to Fandaniel and Emmett Selk and the rest, for sure. But otherwise, that is it. Of course, we'll be back on Wednesday for even more Final Fantasy XIV as we work our way through the level 87 quests and get even further, get even closer to the end of Endwalker. Of course, we still have the post-Endwalker quest too to just become content current, so not quite there yet. Hard to say how much we have left unless we check the wiki, which I can't do at the moment. Otherwise, of course, Thursday will be the finale of Yakuza 0, while Sunday will be more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclock. So you can look forward to all of those. So let's see if we can see who we can raid real quick. Oh, perfect. Johnny's playing 14. I feel like we always have to raid Johnny whenever he's playing 14. It just makes sense to me. So we'll do that. What could our raid message be? What's a good line that he might make him understand where we're at? Oh, here's a bad pun. This is a bad pun. Amy's gonna be mad at me for this one. I know she is.
Mad or happy?
Mad.
Oh. What?
taking the L piss.
What the? Like a pee?
Yes.
What?
It's bad. I told you it was bad, but you've seen the raid messages Johnny sends my way, so I think it fits.
Oh no, it's totally fine for him. It's so random.
I know it is.
Need to go to the bathroom?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Are you going back to your world?
I have to for my inventory. I'm coming
Oh, okay.
back. Coming back.
Oh, God, that's terrible. I love it. It's just the first pun that came to mind. God help me. All right, let's go ahead and raid John. Get that raid started. Thank you all so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. We are getting closer and closer. We have a month to catch up and get content current. I think we can do it, especially with doing 3 streams a week once Yakuza is done. Very exciting. How are things going to hit the fan here? That's the question. That is the question. But I appreciate all of you being here. Really do. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Excited to see you all on Wednesday for more Final Fantasy XIV. And if you're just here for other things, see you on Thursday for Yakuza 0. So until then, everyone, take care. Bye.
Thank you.